Nyeshe and Damankoile communities are currently facing acute water shortages that is likely to wreak havoc on the residents, especially with the onset of the dry season in the north of Ghana. These two communities are among Tamale's emerging settlements off the airport road, but access to clean water remains an uphill challenge. Averagely, more than 2,000 households live on this stretch, and their source of water are the dams because the taps are not connected to their homes except a few communal ones, which together are inadequate for the people. First, a meetup with 20-year-old Yawi Lasha, who knows the problem that plagues his community into a severe water situation.
Biku yoga alamishika tuna lara kablang para mwaka tukunura don't cut my partner she and wabit is a bit war she and allo maka to del pishan my parla carlura cat my door nura then to go.
I virtually did not believe this thing until right now. Cattle on that side and people also fetching. Meanwhile, there are defunct mechanized boreholes that are not functional, which could have been the alternative that will give these people water.
This woman is here to fetch the water for her household, but she feels her dignity has not been respected because authorities have failed to provide them with clean water. The human rights to water and sanitation has been recognized in international law and human rights treaties, as well as declarations and standards. In 2010, the United Nations General Assembly declared that human right to water entitles everyone to sufficient, safe, acceptable, physically accessible and affordable water for personal and domestic use. It therefore obliges governments around the world to ensure that people can enjoy clean, available, acceptable, accessible and affordable water and sanitation. But that declaration is yet to be implemented in communities around the northern region, as they have just been ushered into long, dry and tasty days once again. According to UNICEF and the WHO, more than 5 million people in Ghana rely on surface water to meet their daily water needs, leaving them vulnerable to water-related illness and disease. Further to this, some 81% of Ghanaians lack access to improved sanitation. Some of the community members depend on alum to treat the damp water, which is by far not the best. Today, one of the communal's water points is serving water from the reserve polytank. Drawing water from here is only for those that can afford to pay for it instantly. Experts say those living in poverty often pay up to 10 times more per litre for water service from private vendors than their middle-class counterparts connected to pipe-borne water. This water cost can be reduced through investment in improved household water assets such as connections, rainwater harvesting equipment, and wells. Unfortunately, the local assembly and the government is not paying much attention to the people's concerns. Back at the dump, Hussein Fozia, a student, says the absence of good water makes her miss school always.
Chukurma biana te dankan dana jami negi. Ati anyo kwamsu shela wun tanzala ami chan shukurma sena mami gbami ku chashabo because to nyar konsura jami negba ka anyo kwamsu kana shukuru ka chan shukuru kartinye yo chuata.
Not too far from the dump, 2 mechanized boreholes are rotting away. One is an abandoned Chinese government-funded borehole which should provide an alternative for clean water started in 2016, but it is yet to be completed. The other one has been left defunct and become a playfield by children at the expense of quality water. With the 2020 polls in sight, water crisis in communities like this is further charging the political atmosphere, attracting massive public attention, which has the tendencies of influencing rural electorates. The political leadership still has time to give attention to this pending devastation and include it in their mandates for the upcoming polls.
Vote.
But the threat is even that the water is drying up so fast. How would it end for the remaining parts of the year for them? The Sustainable Development Goal 6 emphasizes on the need for community members to have quality and clean water. But this remains a luxury in the Nyeshe community in Tamale. Maxwell Sook reporting for the City News.